Welcome everybody to game number 1 between Cjanbar and KiwiMulletboy. It's the semi-final of the Red Cup Allow brackets, and there were some issues with the game and they had to restart here, which is why we missed the first 2-3 minutes of this game, and I think the game also might speed up a few times during the recording here, so speed settings, there's a slightly problem with them. But yeah, let's get into the game. We do see a nomad start with Aztecs versus Chinese, which means that there's going to be a big advantage for the Chinese player, of course, because Chinese 6 villagers start, they will gather the wood faster and they will be able to make the town center faster. If you look at Cjanbar's point of view, he did find some llamas, which he was using to scout, as you can see here. And he also was scouting the back of his base. Go, KiwiMulletboy saying, I just realized I'm an idiot. And he's placing his town center next to the market between two wood lines. I really don't like this town center placement. Could have maybe put it over here next to the berries and the wood line. But yeah, not a good TC placement for him. Also has his big deer in the top here. One boar here and one or rhinoceros over here. Oh, if you look at Cjanbar's town center placement, his town center placement is really nice to the wood line here. Look at that, really big wood line, something that KiwiMulletboy also doesn't have. And he has one rhino over here. And, oh, actually 3 rhinos in this base, so that's 3 rhinos for Cjanbar, and yeah, that means that this is one of Kiwi's rhinos. Yeah, Kiwi has 3 rhinos, which he will probably only use 1, maybe 2 of. Compared to Cjanbar, who will easily learn these 2 and might even go for 3. Okay, so what's the only downside of this town center? So this town center is in the back of this base. The only downside of it is that his gold and stones are forward and are a bit exposed if Kiwi tends to go for some feudalish aggression, because you can easily take down these walls. Only 250 HP on them, and then yeah, he can pressure the gold and the stone. Going to look at the stone location over here, and ooh, what's the gold? This is the gold from Kiwi. Oh, Kiwi's map is so horrible, so it's going to be extremely tough for him to win this fight here, since he had a sifted advantage on the map start, and then the location of his third rhino and his gold spawn. Yeah, really bad for him. There's 2 extra tiles over there. And 2 extra tiles over here. I feel like the speed, it's slowing down now. This doesn't feel like normal speeds. That's 50, it should be 75. 75 should be like the speed they're playing on in game. But yeah, like I said, there was a probably a small problem with the speeds. I watched a small bit of the recording earlier, and there the game was constantly speeding up. So, but yeah, let's just get into the game. Doesn't matter if it's a bit slower. If it keeps speeding up, that was actually worse to watch. Okay, so Kiwi is 2 villagers behind, of course, because of the Chinese start. They do collect the wood faster for the town center, but they also build the town center faster. So yeah, that's why he has villager lead here. The downside for Chinese is, of course, they start with no food, which is why Cjanbar already researched loom, and that's something that Kiwi probably doesn't have. Oh, actually he does. Kiwi got loom as well. Huh, early loom. Maybe to take the rhinos, because rhinos, their attack animation is a bit faster than the boars. so they do more damage to a villager overall. Because look at this, this villager had 40 HP, and she was luring the rhino from over here, and she was almost dead there. Okay, so what will we see in this matchup? Aztecs versus Chinese. Aztecs could go for Eco Warriors. The only problem with that is the gold, of course. Going for a fast castle kind of strategy, since you do start with a bit of protection with the walls. Don't think that's a good response for Kiwi, because if Cjanbar tends to go for some field edge aggression, he's going to struggle really hard because he is behind in economy. Chinese will probably go for range unit. They could also go for scouts, but since we see walls, I don't think that scouts is a good idea. So we're probably going to see archer units, like you could go for fuel age archers into crossbows, and then later go into canoes, and you already have all the upgrades on your archer units, which also count for the canoes. Okay, so the rhino lure here from Kiwi. This is his first rhino, while Cjanbar is almost finishing up his second one. Quickly check the scouting. Okay, does know about rhino number 3. He has done pretty good amount of scouting with his llama. Found a few more llama, and now he's going forward. Okay, it's forward mill here on the deer, and he could actually also take the rhino from Kiwi if he wants to. Yeah, of course, look at this villager pathing one villager go in this direction, while the others are going to the top here. Okay, let's look at KiwiMulletboy scouting. Kiwi hasn't scouted that much, only scouted his own base, hasn't really been using his llamas. Does know where his deer patches if he wants to take it, and he does know about the second rhino. Doesn't know about the third one over here, but probably he only thinks that he only has 2, because starting with 2 is more standard. But here we see rhino number 3 getting lured in for Cjanbar here, so his economy will look really strong compared to the economy from Kiwi. Oh, it's actually taking the deer. Yeah, of course, if you make the mill, the villagers automatically go to take the deer, but he probably placed the mill over here to take sorry, they automatically take the berries, but he probably placed the mill over here, yeah, to take the deer. Look at the score difference already. I'm quickly going to show you guys the achievement so we can compare. Oh, no. So we can compare the food collected between the players. As you can see here, economy, Cjanbar 773 food versus 670, and also more wood as well. That's almost 200 resources more on a total of 1.4k resources gathered. That's really a big difference. Okay, Kiwi is now getting his second rhino underneath his town center here. Cjanbar sending some more villagers forward to take this deer. If I would be Cjanbar, I would have sent a bit more forward. Let's look at Cjanbar's. Like Kiwi has a lot of wood, which is a problem because he needs food to click up to the fuel age. And if we look here to Cjanbar, yeah, also 400 wood, that's way too much. I would have sent maybe all the villagers on wood here, like except for the 2-1 on weak HP. So take these other 3 off of wood and send them forward to deer, and I would also take the rhino and just lure it towards the mill here. Okay, Cjanbar going forward with a barracks and a house. Barracks and a house, not enough food to click up yet. 420 foods. And a lot of idle villagers at the moment, which is sent to woods. He needs to drop down some farms probably. Use the wood, drop down some farms, go onto gold maybe if you want to go for archers. Yeah, here we see Cjanbar doing what I said, just luring the rhino to the mill. which means that he will have 4 rhinos compared to Kiwi, who only had 2. Kiwi now going to mill the deer. He's struggling for food, as you can see here. He's almost running out of llamas. Still has a few llamas that he could collect. I think I saw some over here. Oh, I think maybe Kiwi Mullet. Oh no, this is Kiwi's. I think he's using his villager to scout now, but that's really inefficient. You should be losing your llama to scout, and he still has 1 llama over here, which he hasn't found yet. Look at Kiwi scouting. Yeah, scouting around with the villager. Not the best option here, because that's 1 villager that's not collecting any resources, and he is already behind in the villager counts. Where did all that food go for Cjanbar? He had a lot of food at one point, but seems like he queued up a lot of villagers and did not send any more to food. Huh. Okay, maybe he also idled just to see a bit, because as you can see, Kiwi has been able to catch up to the villager count, and now he is only 1 villager behind. These villagers just dropped off a lot of food, and now they receive 500 food, which is enough for Cjanbar to click up to the village. He has a barracks, not on gold yet, that's surprising, so not on gold. Something that he should do if he wants to go for archers. Maybe we'll send these guys to gold after. Why is this villager going back? Strange. She's going to make a farm. I have no idea what this villager is doing over here. Why she's going back with the foods instead of dropping it off to the mill. Okay, so now we see a mill on the berries here for Kiwi. Kiwi trying to drop off some food to get enough to click up, but still lacking 11 food here. Idling his town center again, and there we go. 4 dropping off, a bit more food now, and being able to get the 500 foods needed. Probably 4 dropped off some fairies. Look at how many villagers here are on the deer. 3, 6, 9, 10, 12 villagers on the deer there. Sending some to stone. So Kiwi wants to go for a castle. A castle is the Aztecs. That's kind of surprising. Why would you want a castle when you are playing as the Aztecs? That's something I do not know. Okay, so Cjanbar going on to gold, which indicates that he should be going for archers here. Now Cjanbar did add in a lot of farms, and he is still on the deer, so with the resource he has, he should be able to fast castle off of this. But if he's going to fast castle, then he might need to send some, sell some resources here. Okay, he's making a blacksmith. Should sell some wood now, maybe sell 100 wood, because he should have enough food coming in to get the 800 when these guys drop it off. Okay, not selling wood at this point. Come on, sell 100 wood. Okay, so it seems like he's just going to make 1 or 2 extra villagers instead of clicking up to the castle a bit sooner. There we go now. There we go, Cjanbar selling 200 wood and clicking up to the castle edge. Really well played from him. So the thing is why he waited a really long time to sell that wood there, and that could have been a problem, because just imagine if your opponent is going for the same thing. If KiwiMulletboy, okay, look, this is what I'm saying. KiwiMulletboy just sold 200 wood as well, and he got less gold for that wood than Cjanbar did. So if you want to sell, you should try to sell as soon as possible when you hit the feudal age, just so your opponent cannot sell his resources before you, and then you will get less gold in return. Of course, they were selling 200 wood, so the gold difference would only be like not too much, like, what should I say, 40-ish, maybe 40-ish gold difference. Okay, Cjanbar selling sending more to gold, and he's getting gold mining upgrades. All the economic upgrades are color double bid X as well. Still hasn't made an archer range, and he isn't on stone. So that's really strange. I don't know why he would send this much to gold if he is going for archers then. Like if he's going for archers, he should already have archer ranges up and be producing some archers. Instead, he's going to use the wood to make like extra mining camp to send more to gold, even though he doesn't need all the gold at this point, because he will be floating a lot of gold in a few minutes. And now we see a few going on to stone here, so it seems like he is going for a castle after all, but it's really late to be collecting the stone here. KiwiMulletboy went onto stone a lot sooner. Yeah, look at his resources. He will have enough resources for a castle, and he's so heavy on stone. Like, no food coming in. Yeah, deer is running out. 30 food, 0 farms. This is a full YOLO here from Kiwi. Full YOLO push from Kiwi here, because 0 farms, nothing on the deer. Yes, 1 villager still running around here, I presume. And yeah, 0 food income for him. 30 food, which means that when he reaches castle age, he will not even be able to make new villagers. Yeah, TC will be idle. He will be behind in the villager count really big time here. KiwiMulletboy is building a castle. Oh, why is he building a castle over here? What? Kiwi, why are you... This is so strange. Well, keep in mind, like, look at the AP on these walls. What I would have done is, I would have made a tower here, or over here somewhere, and then I would send the villager to batter down this gate, because 400 HP on the gate, it gets taken down so incredibly fast by the villagers, and then I would have placed the castle inside of the base from Cjanbar if you're going for kind of YOLO push, because now he is leaving his own base extremely exposed. He has no economy, and Cjanbar is actually not going for archers. He is going for monks and siege. So that's why he went heavy on the gold. Kind of forgot about that option here. So he went heavy on the gold, didn't create archers, and of course he's going for monks and siege instead. You see a mangonel out. Okay, Kiwi's going to be able to get inside, but what good will this do him? For the tower on the stone here. Going for a castle age tower rush. Make some farms, so maybe he can get his villager production going again, because look at the villager difference. Already 7 villagers, and that's because when he reached castle age, he wasn't being able to produce villagers for a long time. Cjanbar also producing, getting some relics, should produce a second mangonel here. But of course, mangonels are really expensive. He's taking the berries here. Okay. Making a, well, probably a good tower here, protecting the stone and the gold. And he does have enough. Oh, here we see the problem here with the game speeding up, like I said. Does have enough stone for, well, almost enough stone to potentially make like another tower over here to protect his gold. Kiwi, like, where are these villagers going? They're just actually doing nothing. Cjanbar collecting some relics. Defensive Siege Workshop coming up, but yeah, like I said, no economy over here. I think the lucky thing for Kiwi is that Cjanbar does not know which gold he's taking. Kiwi desperately selling resources. Like, second castle over here, like, why would you even push? Like, normally you want to push into the base of your opponent. You don't want to go back to your own base, so this tower is useless in my opinion. Okay, defensive tower on this small wood line. It's going on the stone on the right hand side here, I presume. Yes, going on the stone there again. So it looks like he's just going for the kind of castle edge tower rush. Tower coming up from Cjanbar on the gold. He is doing everything correct here. And I think it's looking really good for him. 2 mangonels out as well. I don't think... Does Kiwi have one queued up? I saw him use the market. Okay, so he was using the market to get the resources to make a mangonel, but look at his resources at the moment. Oh, Cjanbar. Cjanbar! What are you doing with the monks? Oh, he threw away a monk for free here to the castle town center fire. There he says, oops. Also has 2 relics in his base, and he went... Oh, 3 relics in his base. 3 relics, 4 relics in his base, and the only relic close to Kiwi is the one that he collected. Oh, let's see the micro here. 1 free pick off for Kiwi. Should have deleted the mining camp there, but he's going to get 2 free mangonels. So we killed 2 mangonels for free and also a punk for free. That's really good for Kiwi here. But will it be enough to get him back into this game? So another tower coming up, but this tower not doing much. Might help to take out this one. Also, neither of the players getting fletching. Interesting. I think Cjanbar could afford fletching. Of course, Kiwi cannot. But yeah, Cjanbar could afford fletching. I would really get fletch. Oh, he did his money camp over on this side. Okay, but he can afford fletching. I would have gotten fletching because that would have really helped out here in the tower fight. Could maybe make 1 ram and send the ram back to deal with the towers in his base. Well, it looks like he's going to stay aggressive with the 2 with the mangonels. Oh, and now that I was talking about fletching, both players getting fletching here. Kiwi probably been trying to get at the upgrade for a long time, but didn't have the resources forward. And Cjanbar just thinking about another monastery coming up. Cjanbar is going to collect the relics inside of his base, so he has 3 over here. That will really help him out. Cannot get this one, of course, because the castle fire, which is there. And, oh, I think I was mistaken with the colors. These are actually 2 mangonels from Kiwi. Kiwi went for 2 mangonels. And there's 1 mangonel over here from Cjanbar. Let's see. Oh, 1 for 1 maybe. Oh, Kiwi. 2 for 1 trade here with Kiwi. That's really bad for him. He did... Well, in total he's still ahead with 1, but... Yeah, he's also in 1 town center compared to 2 town centers from Cjanbar. He was already behind in villagers, now he's going to drop behind even more. And Cjanbar... Well, Kiwi also has a lot of villagers over here that weren't working. He did eventually take down this tower because he was garrisoning. But... Like, what does it really give him? He's killed a few villagers now. I feel like he isn't doing enough damage to the economy from Cjanbar to justify this tower push, in my opinion. Okay, now defensive mangonel for Kiwi. So it looks like Kiwi... Yeah, he's going to stay in 1 town center. He's keeping... going to make mangonels and stuff. Like, he also made a forward siege workshop here, which I don't know if he's producing something out of. No, doesn't have the resources for it. Like, his economy is so low, he cannot produce any military. While Cjanbar, he's just focusing on his economy a lot more. He isn't getting pressured enough. 2 town centers. And 14 villager lead right now. And he just needs to hold. He just needs to hold, buy time. And then he will be able to steamroll Kiwi later in the game. Okay, good reaction from Cjanbar there. Tower trying to go up, and he should garrison all 3 villagers inside. Yes, there we go. Could maybe pick off 1 vill. He cannot deny the tower, but there we go, picking off 1 villager. There's a stable idle monk here, which could be collecting these 2 relics. Another tower coming up to protect his farmland. So a lot of preemptive towers from Cjanbar. That's a good idea. He's going for light cav actually. Don't know why he would be going for light cav. Maybe he's already expecting to lose the gold here. And we also see a ram. Actually, ram from both players coming out at the same time. I think Cjanbar could have made the ram a bit sooner, and he could have been able to take down these towers when all the villagers from Kiwi were over here on this side. Okay, using the villagers to fight. Needs to go back now. Needs to go back. Cjanbar, don't go too far, or you will lose a few vills. You're losing 1 villager there, but that's not too big a problem. Mangonel coming out. Lose the Mangonel here to the Tower of Fire. Kiwi needs to pay attention to this and not lose it for free here. Let's see. Okay, he's paying attention to it, and it will survive, and he will use some villagers to repair the Mangonel. Ram didn't repair the ram, unfortunately. That's something that a lot of players don't do. Like, they repair the Mangonel, but they don't repair the ram. Like, repairing a ram can really help out. Too stable, producing light cav. Probably go inside the economy to raid. There's like nothing here, no, not even a barracks. The Siege Workshop is the only military production building from Kiwi inside his own base. Cjanbar. 2 TC is idle here. There we go, now finally queuing up some more bills. The monk. Trying to go for forward relic or what? That's not going to work out for him. Kiwi taking the forward stone, of course, and seems like he might be going for some more towers. A castle even. Let's see this castle location. Kiwi. Look at what he knows about the economy. Stone, stone, gold. Stone, stone, gold, and he's going to place the castle over here. He should have placed the castle over here, because then it would deny the most important resources for his opponent. Because what is this castle doing? It's denying 3 farms. It's denying 3 farms from Cjanbar. That's really not a good castle placement. I feel like if he placed it over here and denied the gold and the stone, it would have been a lot better for him. Because now at the same time, he is getting raided at home with the light cav. Desperately trying to get some barracks up. Losing a few villagers there in the process. Let's hope that Cjanbar does a bit more scouting, because he doesn't know a lot about the base from Kiwi. Did see some villagers running around over here, so maybe a scout going to scout this area. He doesn't see the castle coming up, but he can still access the gold and the stone, so no problem for him at this point in the game. There we see 2 villagers being exposed, which will go down to the light cav from Cjanbar. Cjanbar should do a bit more scouting. Sending the monks around to scout it, scout the stone and the gold if he needs to go for it. A bit of a sloppy economy. I would send the villagers over here, and yeah, that's what he's going to do there. Just at the same time, like I said, it's going to place a lumber camp over here. At the same time, I would be scouting more of the map. Probably scouting here with the light cav inside of the base from Kiwi, and it seems like he's using his monk to scout the right hand side. Resources, a lot of gold, but that's not a problem, since the gold is, how should I say, it's being contested here in the middle, so it could get pushed off of gold, so then it's not a bad idea to bank up some gold. Good fight versus the spearman here. Light cav should be enough to pick up 2 spearmen, but need to run away. Oh no, he's going to throw away the other light cav as well. more light keep coming in. Just send it over here, man. You see the gold now. Didn't even check if Kiwi was on the gold over there. Not using the ram that he made. He could have already sent the ram forward to try and take out some of these towers. Kiwi is pushing in with more towers. Cjanbar already leaving the farm space over here and seems to be relocating a lot of his economy to the left hand side. Oh, actually the light keep are coming back and maybe are going to try and take out this castle and rams here. Yeah, so Kiwi is pushing in decently. He's denying a lot of map space from Cjanbar, but he's giving Cjanbar time to relocate his economy. And yeah, I mean, he's not killing villagers because look at the villager count, 70 to 37. Don't see how Kiwi can win here. Look at that, all the rams now going forward to try and take out the castle. There's a protective mangonel here, but the light cap should be able to kill it. Yeah, there we go, killing it, and 3 of them staying alive, which will take out the castle. Now, defensive castle from Cjanbar. I think he did purchase a stone. Yeah, look at that, he purchased 100 stone to get that castle up, and this castle will deny Kiwi to push it any further. He can take out one of the town centers here, but won't be enough for him. Look at the score difference already, 1k difference. And yeah, this Rams could go potentially down versus the Mangonel here. Lots of idols. New farm space, still sending forward some rams to take out the towers now. He made another siege workshop, so 2 siege workshops to create a lot of rams. Still has a good amount of resources if you look at this, 700 wood, 500 foods. Yeah, it's really healthy resources for Cjanbar here. He can keep pumping out the army, and Kiwi is really struggling with the resources. Let's go to his point of view. Yeah, look at that, about 100 of each. Mangonel going down to the castle, which means that Kiwi will not be able to push in any further. He's going to collect that 1 relic, and seeing as he's the Aztecs, he should have been focused on maybe collecting a few more relics in this game. Does see the relic over here as well, and yeah, that's it. Of course, because he didn't see any gold on the map for him, and the relics, they do generate gold, and being the Aztecs, you get more gold for a relic. Yes, that's like the scouting I said for Kiwi. Scouting not the greatest in this game, and if only he knew about this gold, that would have really changed a lot in the game here. Should go out and collect this relic as well. Yes, a lot of rams. Cjanbar should send 1 ram to try and kill the Mangonel. Doesn't want to lose these expensive rams, but he's going to send the light cav over instead. So the rams and the light cav will clean up all the siege workshops and the towers here, I presume. Don't know if he can go after the castles here. But he doesn't even need to do that, because he can just focus on the other side now to take out the economy from Kiwi. Kiwi going on to the woods here, and still... Oh no, there we go now. Finally ran past the gold here, so finally seeing where his gold pile is. It only took him 45 minutes. And now he's going up to the gold. So it only took him 45 minutes to notice where his gold is. But yeah, you know, he's far behind. Look at the score difference as well. The Rams are pushing in with all the forwards. And he's calling the GG. So yeah, but the problem for Kiwi was, of course, the Civ, and the map was a bit unfair for him. He didn't scout enough, didn't find his gold. The push, it did a bit, but it only took map control for him and killed like a few villagers, but not enough. And like these two castles really strange that they made them here, because he only saw some farms and he was denying the farms instead of using the castle to deny the gold and the stone here. If he had placed this castle over here and denied the gold and the stone, he could have used the castle to take down the towers, and he could have placed this castle, he could have placed it like over here somewhere. And then Cjanbar wouldn't have been able to expand his economy. Of course, you can say then Cjanbar could have started to expand toward this direction, but he should be, yeah, keep scouting around and seeing where Cjanbar is going. Let's take a look at the achievements. So kill death, of course, in favor of Kiwi, but he didn't kill enough. Resource collected way more for Cjanbar, of course. 2k gold, which was all from selling the resources, so Kiwi had a lot less resources and he still had to sell. Probably sold a lot of stone to get some gold as well, even though he made 3 castles. That's a lot of stone as well. Yeah, that was it, which means that Kiwi will take a 1-0 lead here. Sorry, Cjanbar will take a 1-0 lead in this best of 3.